So today, we're talking super engaging faceless videos, and we'll focus on how simple screencasts and, really impactful PowerPoint slides can just rocket your content. Our mission, pretty simple. We want to arm you with practical, actual steps you can take right now to transform your videos. Give them that professional, captivating look that really grabs attention. And here's the really exciting part. We're talking about using tools and techniques that are, well, free. Yeah, totally free. We've absolutely got your back on this journey. Even if you're thinking, I'm just starting out, I'm a newbie, trust me, you can definitely do this. And hey, so let's jump in and make some magic happen. Okay, first up, imagine your video just bursting onto the screen, like with the energy and polish of a professional movie.
Yeah.
Would it shock you, seriously, if I told you a channel like Tasty, Tasty, right? But with a massive, 41 million subscribers. They built that huge following using incredibly simple screencasts. It's truly amazing when you think about it. So what do you think makes some of those faceless videos just so captivating, so impossible to look away from?
That really is the core question, isn't it? So many creators, they struggle because their slides are cluttered or the visuals they don't grab you. And that's a huge barrier. Weak visuals, they quickly lead to viewers just tuning out. They might not even get your message. But the solution and really the power behind those super successful channels, it lies in getting good at screencasts and, PowerPoint. When you combine really valuable content with engaging visuals and a, clear voiceover, that's when you unlock something special. Think about it like this. Our brains process images something like 60,000 times faster than text. That's incredible. And you'll actually retain about 80% of what you see, compared to maybe only 20% of what you read. So visuals aren't just decoration. They're not just pretty. They're essential cognitive tools. They make complex stuff clear, and they keep people hooked. And without a presenter's face there, those visuals, they become the main anchor, guiding your audience's eyes and minds, making every single second count.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like your visuals actually become the storyteller. I remember when this finally clicked for me, I honestly think I tripled my video views just by focusing on simple, really impactful screencasts. And you can have that kind of breakthrough too. Seriously. Oh, yeah. So come on, let's embark on this journey to video mastery together. Here's a little challenge for you right now. Grab a piece of paper or open a note on your phone, whatever. Write down how you want your next screencast video to make your audience feel. Like excited, curious, maybe inspired. Just jot down that feeling. Hold on to it because we're going to use that feeling to help shape your visuals. And I'm really curious, what's your favorite screencast video? The one you just fell in love with? Share it with us down in the comments below. Oh, and hey, if you're finding value in this deep dive already, do us a favor and hit that like button. Maybe even subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next. Okay, next chapter. Ever wondered if, free tools could actually make your video look really professional? Like top tier stuff. What if I told you they absolutely, definitely can? I mean, look at channels like Vox. How do you think they make those incredibly clean, super high quality screencasts? They always feel so polished, right?
It's fascinating, isn't it? And the secret, well, it often lies in powerful but really accessible tools like OBS Studio. A lot of creators starting out feel kind of overwhelmed by the idea of recording, like where do I even begin? But the great thing, the beauty of faceless videos, is that you don't need complex camera setups or expensive professional lighting. It makes video production way more accessible. OBS Studio is your answer here. It's free, which is amazing, and it's incredibly powerful. Runs on Windows, Mac, Linux, basically everything. Here's how to get started quick. Download it from mobsproject.com. Easy enough. Now, when you set it up, you want to aim for a recording resolution of 1920 by 1080p. That's full HD. And shoot for 30 frames per second. That's kind of the sweet spot for YouTube. It gives you crisp visuals, but the file sizes are still manageable, so your audience gets a smooth watch. Then you just select your source. It could be your whole desktop or maybe just a specific Windows like your PowerPoint presentation running. It's actually a pretty straightforward process once you try it once or twice. Think about Vox again. They reached 10 million subscribers. Not with fancy cameras for their explainers, but by really mastering the art of simple, effective screencasts. Using tools just like OBS, it just proves the huge professional potential of this free software. It's right there.
That's exactly why it's such a game changer. I remember my first time using OBS, I was honestly amazed at how quickly I could get a pretty decent recording. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. So let's get you started right now. Here's your first proper challenge in the next 48 hours, okay? Download OBS and just record a quick, totally raw 10-second screencast. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just practice maybe opening a window, moving your mouse around. That's it. If you hit a snag, seriously, don't panic. Just search on YouTube for something like OBS Studio Basic Setup or OBS Screencast Tutorial. There are tons of quick guides out there. Challenge yourself, take that first small step, and hey, tell us in the comments what was your first experience like when you tried OBS, or maybe what are you expecting? Share it. And if you're ready to dive even deeper with us, yeah, give this deep dive a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to keep learning. All right, chapter 3. Do you really think simple slides, without a person talking on screen, can truly engage your audience? Can they make your videos stand out in that super crowded YouTube feed? You might actually be surprised by the power of keeping things simple. Think about a channel like Numberphile. Their slides are incredibly cool and super effective, right? So what's their secret? How do they do that?
That's a fantastic question, and it really points to a super common mistake. So many creators, maybe without realizing it, just overload their slides. Way too many fonts, maybe colors that clash, just cluttered layouts. It just creates confusion, makes viewers tired, especially when there's no face on screen to sort of guide their attention. Numberphile's secret, it's actually really simple. Their slides are bold, they're minimalist, and they tell a powerful visual story without any distraction. That's key. So let's break down some key design principles you can use right away. For fonts, pick something really legible and clean. Think like Montserrat or maybe Bebas Neue. Stick to maybe 1 or 2 fonts max. And generally keep your text size somewhere between, say, 36 and 48 points. Big enough to read easily. Colors. Aim for high contrast. That works wonders. Like a dark background with light text, black with yellow is a classic, really effective combo. Or maybe dark blue with white. Simplicity is absolutely paramount. Stick to one main idea per slide. And try to keep the text minimal, maximum maybe 10 words. So if you can, let the visual do the talking. For imagery, prioritize high quality, really relevant visuals. But here's an interesting thing. Cartoons and simple drawings often work better than detailed photos. Why? Because they reduce what we call cognitive load. Basically, they make it easier for your audience's brain to quickly process the info without getting bogged down in, like extra details, animations. Use them very sparingly, only if they actually add clarity or highlight something important. Otherwise, they can just be distracting. And visual hierarchy is important too. Arrange elements using size, color, contrast, placement, so the most important information naturally stands out. And finally, consistency. Your whole presentation should feel cohesive. Use a consistent theme. Stick to your chosen color palette. Use the same fonts throughout. It makes it look professional. Numberphile, they didn't need super complex graphics to get 4 million subscribers. They just leveraged the power of these simple, effective slide principles to communicate complex ideas clearly.
That's such a critical insight, and trust me, it really, really works. I personally saw my video engagement double, literally double, just by making one simple change to my PowerPoint slides based on these exact principles. You can totally do it too. So, okay, here's your next challenge. In the next 24 hours, just 24, create one single PowerPoint slide. Pick a topic in your niche and focus on just one core idea for that slide. Keep it simple, keep it clean. If you get stuck, don't sweat it. Just search YouTube for PowerPoint design tips for YouTube or simple slide design. You'll find tons of quick inspiration. Challenge yourself to simplify. And then tell us in the comments below, what font did you choose for your awesome new slide? We want to know. And hey, don't forget to like this deep dive and subscribe for more tips to make your videos truly shine. Keep them coming. Okay, moving on. Did you know that the real magic, like where your video can potentially go viral, happens when you combine those simple, impactful slides with dynamic screencasts? This is where it all comes together.
Yeah, it really boils down to one single critical issue that trips people up. Inconsistency between the audio and the video. If your voiceover, your narration, and what people are seeing on screen aren't perfectly synchronized, your video is going to feel, well, unprofessional, maybe even jarring to watch. The magic, as you put it so well, it really lies in precise coordination, planning it out. You need to plan your slides so they align perfectly with what you're saying in your voiceover. Maybe aim for about, say, 5 to 10 seconds per slide. That keeps the pace feeling dynamic, not too slow, not too fast. And within PowerPoint itself, use smooth, professional transitions. Things like fade, or maybe a gentle slide. These ensure a natural flow between your scenes, avoiding those really abrupt cuts. And crucially, when you actually record, always capture your PowerPoint presentation in full screen mode using OBS Studio. Get the whole picture. This seamless coordination, it makes sure that the auditory information, what they hear, and the visual information, what they see, reinforce each other perfectly. It prevents distractions, and it hugely enhances how well your message is actually understood and, importantly, remembered. This is exactly why Tasty, with their mind-blowing 41 million subscribers, has absolutely mastered this art. Coordinating their visuals and audio with that level of precision, it's totally core to their success.
That coordination is just so powerful. Honestly, I saw my own video retention jump by like 60% once I really figured out how to nail this combination. It's that impactful. So guess what? Time for your next challenge. In the next 48 hours, I want you to record a short, maybe 15-second screencast within PowerPoint. And as you do it, pay super close attention to aligning what you're showing visually with what you're saying or thinking. Practice that timing. If you get stuck, again, don't worry. A quick search for something like OBS PowerPoint recording tutorial or Sync Audio and Slides OBS will give you plenty of guidance. Challenge yourself to get this coordination feeling smooth. Okay, quick pause here. If you are loving what you're learning, if this is helpful, please smash that like button for us and hit subscribe before we move on to the next really important topic. And tell us in the comments what was the biggest problem or maybe just the trickiest part you ran into when you first tried combining your screencast and slides. We'd love to hear your experiences. Okay, so you've recorded your fantastic screencast using OBS, you've got your cool PowerPoint slides, awesome. But how do you take it from just being, good enough to being truly professional, ready to really captivate your audience? It really is all about that final polish. How do channels like Vox, again, manage to make their videos feel so incredibly polished, so eye-catching, even when the visuals themselves are relatively simple? What's that extra step?
Yeah, that's the final piece of the puzzle. The truth is, raw, completely unedited video. It often looks kind of unappealing, maybe a bit unfinished. Even if you have a great recording, the editing and the mixing process are absolutely essential for achieving that professional quality viewers expect now. The key is strategic, but not necessarily complicated, professional editing. And you have fantastic free tools to do this. CapCut is a brilliant option, super user-friendly, great for beginners. Or, if you want something more powerful down the line, DaVinci Resolve is another amazing free professional-grade editor. Start by mastering quick cuts, just learning to cleanly remove unnecessary bits like awkward pauses, filler words, ums and ahs, maybe mistakes. This keeps your video concise and much more engaging. Then think about adding simple but really effective visual elements. A quick zoom in to highlight a specific point on your slide, or maybe a subtle arrow or circle pointing to something important you're talking about. These little things draw attention. And of course, you need to obsess a little over audio synchronization in the edit. Double checking that your voiceover lines up perfectly with the visuals on screen at every moment. There are just countless resources out there if you search YouTube for things like edit screencasts for YouTube or a CapCut tutorial for beginners. You'll find specific techniques. Vox's incredible 10 million subscribers. That's not just about their great content. It's also a testament to their mastery of simple, effective screencast editing. That polish keeps viewers engaged and makes the information stick.
It's actually incredible what a difference just a few strategic edits can make. It's not about being fancy, just smart. I personally saw my video engagement triple, with just a few simple cuts and adding maybe a couple of well-placed visual effects like zooms. It elevated the whole thing, and you can absolutely achieve that same level of polish too. So you guessed it, here's your next challenge. In the next 48 hours, take that 15-second screencast you recorded earlier. I want you to edit it into a polished, maybe 20-second clip using CapCut or another editor if you prefer. Focus on making just a few quick, clean cuts and add one simple effect, maybe a zoom, maybe a highlight, just one to practice. If you get stuck, just search for CapCut screencast editing tutorial or how to zoom in CapCut. Quick tips are easy to find. Test yourself, see the transformation that editing makes, and then tell us what cool effects did you add to your screencast to make it pop. Share your ideas in the comments. We can all learn from each other. You're doing really great. Seriously, keep it up. Show us some love by liking this deep dive and subscribing for even more expert tips. Okay, we are almost there. You've recorded, you've designed, you've edited, but what if your visuals still don't feel quite right? Maybe something's a little off. That's totally normal. Honestly, it's just part of the creative process. So how do you truly make sure they are polished and really impactful before you finally hit that big publish button? Think about Numberphile again. Their visuals, they just feel so incredibly perfect, so impactful every time. How do they achieve that final level of refinement?
That is such a crucial final step, and one that often gets skipped when people are excited to publish. The problem is, sometimes low visual quality or small mistakes go unnoticed by you, the creator, because you're so close to it. But these common mistakes, if they're not addressed, they can kind of erode the authenticity, maybe make it feel less professional, and definitely lead to viewers disengaging. The answer is surprisingly simple, though. It's consistent testing and then making small improvements. Iteration. First step, always do playback testing. Don't just watch it on your main editing screen. Play your screencast video on different devices. Watch it on your phone. Watch it on your laptop, maybe even a tablet if you have one. Check how the slides look, how the audio sounds across these different platforms. You'll be amazed what you catch. Maybe text is too small on mobile or colors look weird. Second, create a feedback loop. Ask a friend, maybe a family member, or even another creator, if you know one, a really simple but powerful question. Does this visual make sense? Is it interesting? Is anything confusing here? Getting that constructive criticism is just invaluable. Fresh eyes see things you don't. And finally, based on your testing and that feedback, you need to actively fix the issues you find. Maybe it means decluttering a slide you thought was fine, or smoothing out an edit that felt a bit jarring on playback, or just tweaking an audio level that was too loud or too quiet. Numberphile, with their 4 million subscribers. They got there by relentlessly testing and refining their visuals. It demonstrates the huge value of this final, sometimes overlooked step. It's really about building confidence that your final product is as good as it can be.
Oh, I can personally vouch for this 100%. I think I quadrupled my video views on one particular video just because I did one simple pre-upload test on my phone and caught a massive mistake on a slide. It's incredibly effective because it catches those little things, the tiny details that actually make a huge difference to the viewer experience. So, okay, this is your final challenge for today's deep dive. In the next 72 hours, I want you to test a 30-second clip of your screencast on at least 2 different devices, like your computer and your phone. Then, based on what you see and hear, improve at least one slide or one edit based on your findings. Just one small improvement. If you get stuck on how to test effectively, just search for things like test YouTube video visuals before upload or how to check video quality. You'll find practical tips. And please share your results with us in the comments. What did you find was wrong or maybe just needed tweaking? What improvements did you make after your screencast test? Tell us all about it. You're almost at the finish line with this. Amazing work. And please don't forget to like this deep dive and subscribe so you can keep getting these crucial insights. Wow, okay, what a journey we've been on. Now you really understand how to create truly awesome, engaging visuals for your faceless videos. You know how to leverage the power of OBS Studio, how to design impactful PowerPoint slides, and how to use professional editing techniques to polish it all up. I personally went from making kind of ordinary, forgettable screencasts to creating content that was way more engaging, performed much better, and honestly, I enjoyed making it more. You absolutely can do that too. Just remember, producing these faceless educational videos, it's an incredibly powerful and really accessible way to share your knowledge, your passion. It prioritizes your valuable content, it offers privacy if that's important to you, and it gives you huge creative freedom. Your success really hinges on those 3 pillars we talked about. Truly valuable content, attractive and clear visuals, and a professional, easy-to-understand narration. And the key to unlocking that success, it's just continuous practice, actively seeking out feedback, even when it's tough to hear, and always being willing to learn from those common beginner mistakes we all make. So always remember our little motto here. Don't be perfect, just start. Get something out there. And always believe, newbie. You absolutely can. You've got this.
That was a fantastic deep dive. Really covered a lot of ground. So just as a final thought for everyone listening, as you reflect on all this, maybe imagine like a glowing slide just revolving gently around a bright star, packed with captivating information. What's your favorite visual story that you feel inspired to create right now? What image comes to mind for your content?
Ooh, I love that. That's a beautiful image to end on. Thank you. And speaking of creating more, our next deep dive, we're going to explore how to make your videos even more awesome. We'll be diving into things like using powerful stock footage effectively and adding dynamic animation to really make things pop. So to join us for that adventure, make sure you subscribe right now to the deep dive and definitely ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single insight. And hey, if you found this helpful, please share this deep dive with your friends, anyone you know who wants to make their videos truly shine. Go out there, make your video dreams come true, and until the next deep dive, keep creating, keep learning, and keep shining.